What changes are you going through after the COVID-19 pandemic? The aviation industry was booming before COVID-19. Airways were crowded with aircrafts crossing borders around the world. Air traffic controllers also had to deal with a lot of traffic. However, as of 2020, a number of aircrafts have disappeared on our radar. Although there are differences from country to country, there have been many changes in our workplace as air traffic controllers. I would like to share with you what we need to keep in mind as air traffic controllers regarding the COVID-19 pandemic. Recently, one of my colleagues showed signs of suspected coronavirus symptoms. Because of that, he had to be self-quarantined for 2 weeks. In order to take over his work, we urgently had to form an alternate shift schedule. How was he who was forced to rest for 2 weeks? He said he spent 2 weeks feeling sorry for colleagues who should do his job and worried that the virus might have spread to the control room. The remaining colleagues also felt anxious during the same period. From the point of view of the COVID-19 pandemic, which emphasizes maintaining social distance between people, the controllers are in a very vulnerable environment. Why? First, air traffic controllers constantly communicate and share information. Let's take a look inside the control tower as an example. Suppose a vehicle requests crossing runway to the ground controller. The ground controller cannot permit this on his own judgment. He must obtain the permission of the local controller to approve crossing runway of the vehicle. If the local controller is unable to permit this, the ground controller will be informed of the reason and the timing for crossing runway. Even for the moment of one vehicle, this cooperative process is necessary. All of this is communicated through real-time conversations, not documents. The controllers work as a team. Team members should share as much information as possible, such as aircraft handoff, airport conditions, emergency situations, priorities, etc., and constantly communicate and cooperate. The roles in each control seat are slightly different, but these roles are closely connected to each other. Ironically, for the safety of air traffic, the further the distance between aircraft is, and the closer the distance between controllers is, the better. Second, everything in the control room is shared. While the offices of a typical company are divided into partitions with each desk designated to each person in charge, the control room has no boundaries for each other's areas. During working hours, the controllers perform their task by moving from the departure control seat to the approach control seat, or from the ground control seat to the local control seat. All equipment in the control room is shared. The radar system, communication equipment, telephones, walkie-talkies, and chairs we use are not just my own. When shifting with another team, or when you want to leave for a break, only the person is replaced with another person, the same as the seat and equipment used. Third, air traffic control is not a task that can be easily replaced. Let's assume that one of our coworkers is infected with the coronavirus. Whether on the same team or not, all of us can be at risk. Everyone must be quarantined in the control room or in their own home. The entire control room may be closed for a certain period of time. In this situation, can we quickly find someone who can replace us? No. Air traffic control is not something that someone trained for days or hours can do at any time. At least several years of experience and expertise are required. The fact is that one controller infected with the coronavirus can have a butterfly effect leading to airport closure. This is why we should be more prepared for this. You will be wearing a mask in the control room, and your control facility will be disinfected from time to time. Your airport probably already has detailed plans in case the controller gets infected with the coronavirus. Yes, we just need to stick to what we already know. But the longer this situation is, the more we will forget why we should be prepared for it thoroughly. Therefore, the best precautions should start with a deep awareness of the characteristics of our work and environment as an air traffic controller, and being aware of the butterfly effect that will be brought when the controller is exposed to the coronavirus. Be sure to keep it in mind. First, since we share most with our colleagues, protecting one's health from the virus is protecting everyone. Second, the controller's job cannot be easily replaced. There are many aviation workers who are going through a hard time. Pilots who cannot fly, controllers or pilots eagerly waiting to be hired, controllers who have been unable to meet their colleagues and cannot go back to work. Don't forget that you are never alone. Stay strong and do your thing. ATC for you.